The light illuminated every corner of a magnificent immortal sect. Li Changxing clenched his fist in frustration and cursed. Damn demon sect. He held his head in both hands, his teeth gritted, the rage threatening to tear his chest apart. How could they push him, a gifted seed of demon cultivators, into the top righteous sect, the Dao Xian Du sect, as an undercover agent? Currently, Li Changsheng was pale and in agony, screaming at himself. Is being an undercover agent something you can just do if you want? The place where he was assigned to be undercover was the Xian Du sect, which was the foremost immortal righteous sect in this world, a prestigious orthodox sect with real power. From the Qi refinement stage, one would begin to be promoted based on merit, and ascending was an incredibly exhausting process of hard training. Li Changxing helplessly pondered, what is merit Qi? I thought. He had thought everything would be easy. A demonic cultivator entering the interview, he was a gifted seed of demon cultivators, having already passed through blood fiend Qi, stepping into the realm of demonic cultivators. At that time, two excited girls looked at Li Changsheng and praised him. This newcomer is so cute, my sister really likes him, blood fiend Qi is really strong, I want to dual cultivate with him. But the reality is harsh, making him sigh. Being forced to change careers now is not quite right. There is some information that Li Changsheng has gathered. The Xian Du sect is about to conduct a selection exam for inner sect disciples. The focus of the assessment is the amount of merit Qi. Accumulating merit is quite easy. As long as disciples do good deeds and accumulate good karma, the merit Qi will be abundant. The most special part is that during the assessment, the Xian Du sect will use the great guiding Qi formation to assist outstanding disciples, condensing their merit foundation. It can even help those disciples directly enter the foundation establishment stage. This is the benefit that the Xian Du sect, the #1 immortal sect of the righteous Tao, offers to its outstanding disciples. At this moment, he smiled contentedly. In fact, he had already entered the refined Qi stage, and moreover, had reached the refined Qi peak. However, Li Changxing did not feel happy but rather frustrated. But damn it, I don't even have a bit of merit Qi. Li Changxing frowned in thought. Only after the higher-ups of the Xian Du sect saw the blood fiend Qi was it removed. He suddenly remembered the past. My name is Li Changxing. Surprisingly, I initially thought I had crossed over to an ancient feudal world. Li Changxing had dreamed of a fulfilling life. I originally thought, with my modern knowledge, I could easily conquer a few wealthy women. Then, I could conveniently participate in examinations to become the top scholar. From there, I would reach the pinnacle of life. But reality was brutal. As he looked back, he discovered that this world could cultivate immortality. He had to run away amidst the screams, there are monsters. Help. Run. Cultivating immortality, great power. Help. Every event made Li Changxing devise a plan. After that, I began to plan how to enter the immortal sect. He had to train very hard with the hope of joining the immortal sect. From then on, danger struck. But just after I made my plan, the town where I lived, after time traveling, was massacred by the disciples of the demon heaven sect. However, in misfortune, there is also fortune. Because of my innate talent for cultivation, I escaped a calamity and was forced to join the demon heaven sect. On the outside, Li Changxing went along with them, but deep down, he still aspired to something better. If I have come this far, I will accept it calmly. Although deep down, I am a good person who loves peace. A lot has happened, but once you join the demon sect, you naturally have to adapt to their customs. During that time, I did many things. Therefore, I spent half a year eliminating all the disciples of the heaven demon sect who had massacred Little Town. In the end, there was. Li Changxing also achieved results, successfully condensing blood fiend Qi and stepping into the refined Qi stage. However, many troubles arose, which is precisely why he caught the attention of the higher-ups in the heaven demon sect. Initially, he thought his path as a demonic cultivator was wide open, but from this moment on, he had always thought everything would go smoothly, that the plan would succeed. Li Changxing felt immense pain when those damned high-ranking members of the heaven demon sect sent me to infiltrate the Xian Du sect. His infiltration plan had many flaws, as the special effects were too obvious to hide. The more he thought about it, the more frustrated Li Changxing became. Damn the heaven demon sect. Didn't I just spare the son of an elder from the outside sect? I had forgiven that guy, yet I was repaid with ingratitude. At that moment, someone shouted loudly, "Changsheng, come here, there's something fun to see." He held up the glowing token, "There's something fun to see now." The person was none other than Li Dao Yen, born into the Li family of cultivators. His talent was domineering, but his intelligence and emotional quotient were lacking. At this moment, he was calling out, "Changsheng, over here." What he cared about most was that he had a beautiful aunt who was stunning enough to captivate the world, Li Changxi. Li Changxi's background commanded respect from everyone. Li Changxi was one of the lineage masters of the 8th lineage Xian-Du sect, a position of high authority with a prestigious background. Li Changsheng and Li Dao Yen grew increasingly close because, since meeting Li Changxi, Li Dao Yen has become my best friend in the Xian-Du sect. One fact is that the Xian-Du sect is the #1 immortal sect in this world, and the top position is naturally obtained through battle. One of the most important things is that the Xian-Du sect also possesses the #1 supreme defensive treasure in the world, the profound sovereign merit tower. Over countless years, no matter how arrogant and tyrannical the demonic cultivators were, the defenses of the profound sovereign merit tower have never been breached. That is the reason why there are many spies here. It is also for this reason that all the major demon sects are striving to infiltrate the Xian-Du sect and find ways to undermine it from within. At this moment, he curiously asked, "What happened?" He excitedly replied, "Changsheng, your eyes are indeed sharp as a torch. You are not wrong, that Bing Zibing is actually a spy from the demonic cultivator infiltrating us. Li Dao Yen spoke incessantly. After you reported, my aunt quickly sent someone to investigate his background and confirmed that he is from the Heaven Demon sect. Changsheng, how did you know that Bing Zibing was suspicious?" Li Changsheng calmly replied, "When we lived together before, I overheard him talking in his sleep." After saying this, he thought to himself, how can a spy talk in their sleep? This is basic knowledge. Anyway, the mission assigned to me by the demon sect is to perform well and secure a position in the Xian-Du sect and then strive to rise up. Li Changxing remembered that he had been very straightforward before. "Senior sister, I want to report this person. He has a deceitful look in his eyes, he must be a spy from the demon sect." Li Changxi agreed with his opinion. "That's right, I have made a great achievement." "Where is he?" "Quickly tie up this little thief from the demon sect." Bing Zibing, feeling frustrated, muttered, "There are so many idle people in the demon sect, yet why should I be forced to go undercover? Damn it." Therefore, he secretly planned, "Then don't blame me for selling Bing Zibing to take the head of the famous figure. It's also a good opportunity to test the attitude of the Xian-Du sect towards an undercover agent of the Heaven Demon sect." Li Changxing suddenly became curious. "By the way, how is Bing Zibing doing now?" He pretended to regret and said, "You are too late. He has been completely destroyed, and now there is only a pool of blood left." Hearing this, he angrily asked, "Why didn't you try to enlighten him? Who knows, he might awaken and turn back to the right path." Li Dao Yen sighed and assessed, "Changsheng, you are good at everything, but you are too naive. How can a demon child from the Heaven Demon sect turn back to the right path?" He seriously explained, "In fact, those immature demons that condense blood fiend chi have all been subordinates who killed people. Not just one person. If you encounter them, kill them immediately. Treating them well is just treating yourself cruelly." Li Dao Yen suddenly remembered something. "That's right, my aunt told me that when she was soul hunting Bing Zibing, she discovered that the Heaven Demon sect had sent more infiltrators into our ranks. The specific individuals are still unknown, but they will definitely be exposed during the inside sect assessment." Then he carefully reminded, "Changsheng, during this time, you must be cautious of those lowly demons who are desperate. It's possible that someone might seek revenge on you for reporting them." Li Changxing sighed upon hearing this. "I will be careful, the actions of the demon sect are truly despicable." At this moment, he excitedly spoke, "Changsheng, your report about Bing Zibing is commendable, and her innate talent and roots are also very good, plus our relationship. My aunt said that once you pass the inside sect assessment, you will be able to directly become her disciple." Li Dao Yen eagerly hugged his thigh. "Changsheng, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, from now on, I will cling to your big thigh." Li Changsheng immediately dodged. "Brother, you should get down first, this scene is quite unsettling." The scene shifted to Li Changxing's residence, where he was sitting outside enjoying the breeze. Li Changxing anxiously looked at the flame in his hand. Oh no, my cultivation has refined qi to perfection, I can establish a foundation at will now. He frowned and thought, with such dense blood fiend qi, being in the Xian-Du sect is no different from giving merits to others. Stay calm, there must be a way. At that moment, someone announced, outside sect disciples, pay attention. The sect master is being established today, and since he has some free time, he will personally preside over the great guiding qi formation and start the inside sect examination. This announcement left everyone stunned. Outside sect disciples, hurry to the square for the examination. A woman who had just woken up from a long sleep heard this announcement. Everyone, no matter what they were doing, was summoned back to one place to begin the inside sect examination. The Xian-Du sect has many unique features. The skill of the Xian-Du sect is the guiding qi formula, and the main source is the merit qi from the dark places. The Xian-Du sect selects disciples based on their talent. Look at roots, bones, and origins, but the most important thing is still merit. The Xian-Du sect believes that only those who possess merit qi can be true disciples, meeting the requirements of the Xian-Du sect. Acting with righteousness, helping the weak, and saving countless lives will naturally lead to merit. Such disciples need not worry about their quality, and the Xian-Du sect can confidently nurture them. Currently, Li Changsheng was secretly calculating in his heart, I have always been hesitant to practice the guiding qi formula because I have some plans in mind, what I can lead is only blood fiend qi. In the face of danger, he pondered, I was originally planning to find an excuse to give up the inside sect assessment. Who would have thought that there would be an intruder attacking the Xian-Du sect? Think quickly, what good things have you done before? The first lineage master suddenly became curious, sect master, wasn't the inside sect disciple assessment originally scheduled for 3 days later? The sect master calmly replied, I happen to have some time earlier, so let's conduct the assessment now. He found it very puzzling, evaluating inside sect disciples is a small matter, why must you personally take action? He explained in detail, everything leads to rise and fall. Just as we wanted to see the new seeds of our Xian-Du sect. Senior sister Ling Long entrusted the Xian-Du sect to me, so naturally, I must do my best and not be negligent. The sect master is a dedicated successor. Ling Long, the sect master, is unmatched in the world and has elevated the Xian-Du sect to the position of the #1 immortal sect. If the predecessor does a good job, the current leader will have to bear a lot of pressure. The first lineage master finally understood everything, so that's how it is. The sect master is wise. One important thing is that if one cannot win through strength, one must definitely show the right attitude. Then, the masters appeared together to pay their respects, we pay our respects to the sect master. Aunt Li Dao Yen and Li Changxi respectfully called out, we pay our respects to the sect master. Now, he looked down to reassure them, don't worry, the great guiding qi formation has just begun to take effect, just let the merit qi flow for a while, and you will see it soon. The first lineage master suddenly had a question, sect master, is there any merit seed this time that has surprised you? The sect master does not place too much emphasis on that issue. Most of the disciples outside the sect have just entered the refined qi stage, and their ages are not over 30. With such a short time and life experience, being able to generate merit qi is already quite rare, so don't hope for too much. The second lineage master added, senior brother, you mentioned that the requirements for recruiting disciples for our Xian-Du sect are indeed too strict. Other sects only consider talent and temperament, but we also require disciples to activate merit qi before the age of 30 and while still in the refined qi stage. Li Changxi confidently spoke up, disciples are valued more for their quality than quantity. The Xian-Du sect has never prioritized quantity over victory. Among the major immortal sects, our Xian-Du sect has always had the fewest members, yet we are still the best in the world. The third lineage master expressed concern, although that is said, being under 30 and generating merit qi before the refined qi stage is indeed very difficult. He recalled the previous exam, last time, only 13 people passed the inside sect disciple exam. The second lineage master stroked his beard while speculating, the quality of disciples this time is not as good as the last, I worry whether the entire army will be annihilated. While he was still speaking, the third lineage master exclaimed in surprise, huh? Oh my, is that the lotus petal of golden lotus merit? Now, the gigantic lotus petal was enveloping Li Changxing's body. The fourth lineage master, seeing this, praised, at least one lotus petal symbolizes that he has saved countless lives. This little guy has a fateful connection with my divine beast. He clenched his fist and replied, this old lady is really good at lying. This person is clearly the genius of our Yan He lineage. Just then, the sect master reminded, both of you are lineage masters of the lineage, can you not act so childish? It's just one lotus petal, there's no need for you to fight over it. The miraculous scene unfolded, causing everyone to exclaim, "Oh heavens, the humanitarian merit of the profound sovereign is manifesting." He also felt very surprised, merit chi is descending from the heavens. Do I not need to run anymore? He was astonished to witness this scene, the great guiding chi formation can make mistakes, but the profound sovereign merit tower, being the number one treasure in the world, cannot make mistakes. I just took over the Xiandu sect, and a disciple has already appeared. Recognized by the divine weapon, the profound sovereign tower symbolizes destiny and hope. Under my guidance, the Xiandu sect will continue to thrive. This truly represents a good omen. After a moment of contemplation, the sect master joyfully exclaimed, a good omen, this is indeed a good omen. Could this little guy be a reincarnation of a great power? Moreover, a great power of our righteous Tao, otherwise, how could he possess such merit chi at such a young age? The third lineage master seriously analyzed, the reincarnation of a true immortal appearing in the Xiandu sect has only happened by chance twice. Could this time also be a great character of some sort? Could it be a true immortal great power from the upper world? Li Changxi immediately retorted, not necessarily. She introduced Li Changxing's identity, this little guy's name is Li Changxing. He comes from the ordinary background of our Li family and is protected by us. His origins are quite ordinary. The fourth lineage master felt confused, but not long ago, he secretly asked my disciple to report to me about a spy from the Heaven Demon sect. At that moment, he realized, no wonder she executed an outside sect disciple earlier, but reporting an infiltrator from the Heaven Demon sect wouldn't bring as much merit to Li Changxing as this, right? Li Changxi continued to explain, in normal circumstances, that wouldn't happen, but this infiltrator is different. This infiltrator is the illegitimate child of the leader of the Heaven Demon sect. Everyone, in a state of eager anticipation, was extremely shocked. Illegitimate child. The third lineage master frowned and assessed, great, this little guy hasn't even established a foundation yet and is already a sworn enemy of the strongest demon leader in the world. The sect master analyzed the situation, you old demon of the Heaven Demon sect is the demon leader competing with senior sister Ling Long. This little guy will have to bear a lot of pressure. The illegitimate child of you old demon. How interesting. You old demon intermarried with the holy girl of the He Huan sect but ended up with a useless child, without any talent for cultivation. The illegitimate child has died, which must be the true story of you old demon, one who was meant to become a colossal arm of the demonic cultivator, originally created to wreak boundless havoc. She still had doubts. Why would you old demon dare to bring his illegitimate child to our Xiandu sect? Does he firmly believe he can pass our assessment? She was fully aware of the opponent's intentions. He is truly very confident. Li Changxi recounted everything in detail. After investigating, we discovered that you old demon specifically sent someone to slaughter 100,000 lives for this illegitimate child. Then, he tortured the butcher until he was barely breathing, and allowed the illegitimate child to finish him off. From this, she also felt grateful to Li Changxing. If it weren't for Li Changxing's report, all the anomalies today would likely have been caused by that illegitimate child. Li Changxi continued to speak endlessly. The people in the demonic cultivator community spare no means, but only a few of them can create something of this scale. The situation with you old demon is different. He Huan sect is a large sect, just as famous as Heaven Demon sect. And the He Huan holy girl is not someone who can be manipulated by you old demon. If this illegitimate child appeared in Heaven Demon sect, the He Huan holy girl would have killed it directly. It's just an illegitimate child, so its death wouldn't matter. She presented the possible hypotheses. If I let my illegitimate child become a disciple of the Xiandu sect, and if he can also produce a miraculous merit, then that child might truly be nurtured by our Xiandu sect with all its efforts. The Xiandu sect is the #1 immortal sect of the righteous Tao, while the Heaven Demon sect is the #1 leader of demonic cultivators. He seriously considered the situation. With the support of the old demon, the future of this illegitimate child is indeed limitless. It is not impossible for him to take over our Xian-Du sect in the future. Although this is just a speculation, it is not entirely out of the question. The sect master suddenly felt puzzled. Right, how did Li Changxing find out? Li Changxi replied calmly. Li Changxing heard the illegitimate child talking in his sleep. Everyone fell silent upon hearing this, as they did not expect the reason to be so simple. She painted a perfect scenario. So according to my judgment, Li Changxing is probably not a great power true immortal from the upper world, but rather he might have inadvertently disrupted the plan of the old demon, and the opportunities that the old demon created for his illegitimate child have been snatched away. The sect master spoke up to remind everyone. Regardless of whether Li Changxing is the reincarnation of a true immortal or has inadvertently resolved a scheme for our Xian-Du sect, these are merits that we must fully support. If Li Changxing is not the reincarnation of a true immortal, then we must focus even more on nurturing him. The fourth lineage master agreed with his view. The sect master is right, a true immortal's reincarnation will naturally have a background, but if Li Changxing is a blank slate, that would be even better. Every word she said had its reason. If Li Changxing is a blank slate, then obviously he will have a stronger sense of attachment to Xian-Du sect. Moreover, Xian-Du sect is, after all, righteous Tao. Although Li Changxing is still young, he has already become a sworn enemy of the Heaven Demon Master sect. If Xian-Du sect cannot protect Li Changxing, how can we speak of eliminating demons and safeguarding the Tao? At this moment, the sect master happily spoke up. I believe Li Changxing can become my disciple. Li Changxi's face darkened as she said, no. She confidently spoke, Sect Master, I had promised Li Changxing before. He has made significant contributions in exposing the infiltration of the Heaven Demon sect, as long as he can pass the inside sect disciple test. Li Changxi asserted firmly, I will accept him as my disciple. He did not want to accept the reality, absolutely not. She understood their concerns, Sect Master, do you, like the others, believe that I cannot be a good master? At this moment, the sect master felt very awkward, thinking, what should I say to preserve her dignity? While he was unsure of how to respond, the third lineage master criticized, you have taken in 8 disciples, but all 8 have died. Li Changxing is a good child, please give him a chance to live. Li Changxi seemed unfazed by this, the world is merely a grand illusion, so why should we be concerned about life and death? The beauty of life lies not in the length of years but in its breadth. 10 years of discipleship under my guidance is worth more than 100 years spent with them. Moreover, cultivating immortals is inherently disobedient to heaven, life and death are natural occurrences. The previous 8 disciples lacked the strength, which is why they could not break through the illusion realm of life and death. She felt a difference with him, but Li Changxing is different. At this moment, Li Changxi was confident, if a refined chi stage can condense the golden lotus merit, then we are very optimistic. He can inherit my legacy, break the illusion, and ascend to become a true immortal. He is extremely worried, oh no. She actually thinks that her survival today is due to her own strength. It seems that she hasn't taken her medicine today, so she's gone crazy. She irritably retorts, a mediocre unifier wants to disrupt my mental path. I am completely normal. You are the one who is sick, lost in an illusion without even realizing it. Then Li Changxi no longer wanted to argue with them, forget it. Summer insects don't know about ice. Just like how cicadas don't understand the seasons. Some things, even if I tell you, you won't understand. In short, the seed of merit Li Changxing can only be taught by me, letting you all learn would be a waste of precious jade. Just then, the sect master spoke up to break the tense atmosphere, then let Li Changxing choose for himself. At the same time, Li Changxing was in a state of panic, oh no, my cultivation is about to go out of control, I am on the verge of establishing a foundation. The other disciples were surprised and said, yet there are people who can establish a foundation. Oh my! Everyone's shock had its reasons. Refining chi is the gateway that separates beings without the talent for cultivating immortals, while foundation establishment is the second threshold of cultivating immortals. This is also the most important threshold to distinguish the talent of those cultivating immortals in the early stages. Foundation establishment will filter out those beings with the talent for cultivating immortals, but only a few. The elimination rate at this stage is usually 1 in 10. The most important thing is that since the Foundation establishment pill has emerged, the process of Foundation establishment has become much easier, but the rate remains 1 in 10. He was worried about his situation, saying, "But I am an undercover agent, if I stand out too much, would that be good?" Li Changxing stared at his hands and suddenly broke into a strange smile. Then, a gigantic tower appeared, radiating a dazzling light. He thought irritably, undercover, what are you talking about? I am the #1 disciple inside the Xiandu sect, a candidate for the future sect master of Xiandu sect, and the hopeful star of the righteous Tao immortal sect, so what am I afraid of? Li Changxing analyzed the issue. Moreover, with a merit seed like mine, even if I want to remain humble, my abilities simply won't allow it. He suddenly remembered the past. When I was still at the Heaven Demon sect, I lived very discreetly, which is why an elder from outside the sect brought me to the Xiandu sect to face death. No one in the higher-ups of the Heaven Demon sect protected me at all. At that time, the elder from outside the sect shouted aggressively. "Little guy, congratulations on being chosen as a high-level infiltrator. Tomorrow, wait for the right moment to blend into the Xiandu sect with the other infiltrators." Li Changxing calculated silently in his heart. Learning from experience, I want to become an invulnerable genius in the eyes of the higher-ups of the Xiandu sect. He felt satisfied for many reasons. Moreover, after Foundation establishment, the blood fiend chi in my body suddenly surged, making my physical body 10 times stronger than before. It seems that merit chi and blood fiend chi can be cultivated simultaneously. He analyzed from above. Li Changxing's merit has directly elevated him to the peak of the mid-Foundation establishment, and moreover, his physical body far exceeds that of ordinary cultivators. How can there still be blood fiend chi within Li Changxing? Li Changxi explained beside. After discovering that Bing Zibing is a spy of the Heaven Demon sect, ordinary people tend to avoid trouble to escape hassle. However, Li Changxing resolutely reported the situation to me, proving that this little guy is very decisive in dealing with matters, not the kind of cultivator who has good intentions but lacks means. Based on his character, he must have hunted demons in the past, so it's no surprise that he has a bit of blood fiend chi in him. The sect master, after hearing this, cast a spell and spoke. It makes sense. If Li Changxing has made a significant contribution in exposing the leader of the Heaven Demon sect's illegitimate child, while also demonstrating talent, and has the recommendation of the Li lineage master, then it is commendable. He transmitted his spiritual energy to Li Changxing to help him reduce the blood fierce. Following that, Li Changxing heavily descended to the ground from midair. The second lineage master glanced at him and said, "This is the sect master, as well as the lineage master of our 8 lineage Xiandu sect. Why are you not quickly paying your respects?" He raised his hands in greeting. "I pay my respects to the sect master and the lineage masters." The sect master chuckled and reminded. "Li Changxing, there's no need for formality. I heard from Li lineage master that you have exposed a spy of the Heaven Demon sect, right? Do you know the identity of that undercover agent?" Li Changxing, after hearing this, responded in confusion. What other identity could a spy from the Heaven Demon sect have? Surely, they must just be an ordinary disciple of the Heaven Demon sect, right? He explained. "Unfortunately, your luck is good, you encountered a special spy who reported our existence to you, old demon." He asked in confusion. "Who is you, old demon?" The sect master patted his shoulder and sighed. "I almost forgot that you come from a background of just an ordinary child, it's only natural if you don't know." Then he revealed the identity of the other party. "You old demon is the leader of the Heaven Demon sect, he is the strongest demon leader of the current era. You old demon is imposing and very cruel, causing everyone to be extremely fearful of him." Li Changxing did not expect things to turn out this way. Damn it, I casually reported a spy, and his background is this significant? He felt utterly confused. Is the leader of the Heaven Demon sect insane? Who would bring their child to Huindu to dance wildly in front of a grave? So from the very beginning, I have become the sworn enemy of the strongest demon leader in the world. The sect master noticed the worried expression on Li Changxing's face and reassured him. You don't need to worry too much. If you have joined the Xiandu sect, then naturally the Xian Du sect will protect you. He was confident in the strength of the Xian Du sect. Although the old demon is very powerful, he cannot do anything to our Xian Du sect. Anyone that the Xian Du sect wants to protect should not be touched by anyone. After hearing this, he pondered. There's only a saying, you can rob for 1,000 days, but there's no way to guard against being robbed for 1,000 days. After a moment of reflection, Li Chongqing spoke up. If the leader of the Heaven Demon sect wants to kill me, there are many ways to do it. The sect master spoke up to reassure him. Don't worry, the world of cultivation has its own rules. Given the status of the old demon, he is not allowed to take action against you. If he does, our Xian Du sect will definitely retaliate in kind or even more fiercely. Li Chongqing, you have now officially entered the inner sect of the Xian Du sect. If any expert from the demon sect uses their strength to bully the weak, just touching a single hair on you will lead to the annihilation of all their true disciples. He joyfully performed the ritual. Thank you, sect master, for your protection. No one knew that Li Chongqing was secretly mocking. This thought is so naive. Facing such hatred, to expect the old demon cultivator you to adhere to the rules is no different from an ostrich's behavior. One cannot expect a great demon leader who has led his son to death to follow the rules. Li Chongqi's words caught his attention. The fact that you informed Bing Zibing has not spread outside, so the old demon you must not know. He assured Li Chongqing, that's right. I will make all who know about this swear by the heavenly Tao that they will not spread this matter. If you are already a disciple of the Xian Du sect, then naturally, the Xian Du sect will protect you. He expressed his gratitude. Thank you, sect master, thank you, Li lineage master. Then the sect master got to the main point. Alright, I have called you here this time for you to choose your master. We are very pleased with your talent and merit. I want to take you as my disciple. Do you agree? Li Chongqing thought seriously. The sect master of the Xian Du sect is undoubtedly the strongest lineage master, and this is also the biggest support. However, the threat from the old demon you is like a thorn in my side. Even though the sect master has said he will make all who know about this swear to the heavenly Tao, I still cannot feel completely at ease. Then he asked bluntly, disciple has the audacity to ask, sect master, between you old demon and myself, who is stronger and who is weaker? He darkened his expression and couldn't say a word upon hearing this question. Li Chongqing immediately turned to look at the other lineage masters. What about the others? Li Chongqing explained to him, you old demon is the strongest demon leader in the world, and even in our Xian Du sect, there is only one person who can surpass you old demon. Moreover, that person is recognized as the #1 disciple of the present age, Ling Long Fairy. Unfortunately, Ling Long Fairy is currently fully focused on saving lives, so she definitely won't take you as her disciple. She pretended to be charming and continued, but Ling Long Fairy is my mother. He quickly knelt down on the ground to pay his respects. I pay my respects to the master. At this moment, Li Chongqing was silently calculating everything. My apprenticeship to Li Chongqing has nothing to do with the #1 person in the world, Ling Long Fairy. Mainly, I see that Li Chongqing seems to be kind-hearted. Li Chongqing was pleased to see him choose himself and said, your eyesight isn't bad, just a glance and you can tell that I am the best master. Let's go. In our lineage, when recruiting disciples, we value quality over quantity. This time, I will only accept you. You may accede to the sect as just an inner sect disciple, but you will enjoy the treatment of a true disciple. Li Chongqing immediately complied with her directive. Thank you, master. Li Chongqing laughed and performed a martial skill. Now that we are master and disciple, there's no need to be polite. The sect master sighed as she and he left. This was truly unreasonable. Just a moment ago, Changshi had stood beside Li Chongqing and created a soundproof barrier to recruit disciples into the Daoguang lineage, yet she began to cheat and deceive. The second lineage master didn't find it too strange. This is just normal. If it weren't for that scam, the Daoguang lineage would have gone 3 years without any disciples to take as students. Changshi can't even find a disciple for errands. He sighed in frustration. I don't oppose Changshi taking on a disciple, but handing Li Chongqing over to her is indeed a pity. Moreover, senior sister Ling Long is her mother-in-law, not her biological mother. And Changshi's Dao partner has also passed away. The sect master was fully aware of Li Chongqing's intentions. Chongqing wants to cling to the big thigh of senior sister Ling Long, but given his impressive looks, he has to live every day next to the widowed daughter-in-law of senior sister Ling Longchang. She truly kills without a second thought. He pointed out the main concern, that's fine, but the problem is that Changshi's cultivation method is too unreliable. The sect master expressed his own worries. She might succeed, but all 8 disciples she took in before have been crippled by her. I'm very concerned that Li Changsheng will be the next one. The 4th lineage master reminded him, it's too late to say this now, Li Changsheng has already performed the master-disciple ceremony, and that was his own choice. We have no reason to stop him. He sighed and said, I wish Li Changsheng good luck. She had a different perspective from them. You all worry about Li Changsheng, while I worry about Changshi. The 2nd lineage master suddenly became curious. I wonder if she has taken her medicine today. Meanwhile, Li Changshi and Li Changsheng entered the lineage under her management. He walked while calculating. In both lives, regardless of which world one lives in, circumstances are always more important than ability in 99% of cases. Before my strength can match that of you the old demon, the large thigh of Li Changshi is my most important talisman. I must maintain a good relationship with Li Changshi. Li Changsheng silently plotted. If I could become closer, that would be best. Becoming a sworn brother might be a bit difficult, but finding a godmother would put no pressure on me. Ling Long Fairy is the mother of Li Changshi. If I marry Li Changshi, then Ling Long Fairy will become my mother. He rubbed his chin in contemplation. But how do I win over the beautiful master? Should I learn from the novel, The Return of the Condor Heroes? At that moment, she spoke up. We're here. Li Changsheng couldn't help but exclaim in astonishment as he looked at the scene before him. He was taken aback to see Li Changshi creating a space portal, and then his body was pulled into it without any resistance. He stood there in a daze, watching her lead him into another space. The scenery here was covered in mist and looked incredibly beautiful. The majestic sight made Li Changsheng unable to help but wonder. Master, is this place? While Li Changshi calmly asked, what do you think this place resembles? He honestly shared his guess, like the Moon Palace. She laughed and said, children are easy to teach, this is indeed the Moon Palace, which is also the residence of the master, and of course, it will also be your home in the future. Li Changsheng, upon hearing this, joyfully clenched his fists. Very good, this will be the honeymoon suite for you and me in the future. Meanwhile, Li Changshi continued enthusiastically, the real Moon Palace is located in the immortal world, and this is just the void realm. The Dao Guang illusion can transform into anything your heart desires. I wanted to live in the Moon Palace, so I turned this place into the Moon Palace. Our Dao Guang lineage excels in illusion. Reaching the Master's realm means that even cultivating the illusion into reality is not a mere fantasy, so this can be considered the true Moon Palace. He immediately praised, Master is powerful. She looked at Li Changsheng and explained, the Master really enjoys this style. If your family has different preferences, you can also create another residence. In the future, the Master will grant you some privileges in the illusion realm so that you can use it as you wish. He respectfully replied, thank you, Master. I also like this style. It seems my taste in aesthetics aligns very well with yours. Li Changshi evaluated Li Changsheng's aesthetic sense. Not bad at all, you really have an eye for it. Among the Xian Du 8 lineage, Dao Guang ranks first. Make sure you don't tarnish the reputation of our Dao Guang lineage in the future. He quickly affirmed, Master, rest assured, I will diligently train and bring glory to you and the Dao Guang lineage. She felt very satisfied. Very good, you deserve to be the only disciple I have recruited in the past 3 years. Li Changsheng remarked, I didn't expect that Master hadn't taken in any disciples for 3 years, yet made an exception for me. It's decided, after marrying Master, I will serve her devotedly until death. In the midst of his astonished gaze, Li Changshi unexpectedly performed a spell, her petite body gracefully twisting in mid-air, creating a beautiful scene. Li Changshi spun around and slowly sat in the position of the host. Li Changsheng stared blankly at her as she sat comfortably in the highest position. Master, he suddenly questioned, have you really lived alone in this vast palace for tens of thousands of years? Li Changsheng felt sympathy for Li Changshi's fate. The cold moonlight, raising a lonely cup, separates from the world. The emptiness of loneliness makes everyone want to rush over to embrace her and comfort her from her solitude. She suddenly called out to Li Changsheng. how many memories of your past life do you still remember? He felt as if struck by lightning at Li Changshi's unexpected question. She straightforwardly pointed out, "Stop pretending, I know you are not from this world, but there's no need to be afraid, because I am too." Li Changsheng's eyes widened in shock at Li Changshi's candid admission of such a truth. She calmly continued, "You may be able to hide from their sect master, but you cannot deceive me, for we are the same kind of people. Let's officially get to know each other. I am the Tai Yin Star Lord, and what divine being are you in the immortal world, Taoist friend?" At this moment, he anxiously thought, "No way. Is this beautiful master perhaps mentally ill?" Li Changsheng awkwardly introduced himself, "I am the Nanji Changsheng Great Emperor." Li Changshi exclaimed after hearing, "No wonder when we first met, I felt like I had seen you before. It turns out that the Taoist friend is one of Lu Yu. Yu Qing True King. The Taoist friend is indeed a person of integrity. When you said we would meet again in the cycle of reincarnation, it turns out to be this moment." He helplessly raised his hands to cover his face. "Oh no, this beautiful master truly has some serious issues." Li Changsheng analyzed the current situation. "I was originally worried that Li Changshi was also a crossover person like me. After hearing her speak, I wish Li Changshi were a crossover as well." He was still lost in his thoughts, because if Li Changshi is not a crossover but considering her words and actions, one could basically draw a bold conclusion. Li Changsheng sighed and concluded, "That is, Li Changshi has a mental illness. I initially thought I was holding on to a big thigh, but now looking back, it seems I just embraced a person with a mental disorder, even though the strength and status of this mentally ill person are real." Then he thought to himself, "But if the brain doesn't function well, it really will be hard to make people feel safe." Li Changshi suddenly summoned another chair and suggested, "If the Taoist friend is one of Lu Yu, then of course you have the right to discuss the Tao with me. Please, have a seat." Li Changsheng remained silent, his face slightly contorted upon hearing her words. He quietly recalled the historical knowledge he had learned. If I remember correctly, according to the legend of Nanji Changsheng, the Great Emperor, also known as Yu Qing True King in the Nine Heavens realm, he transformed into the Heavenly Lord of Thunder and presided over the Yu Su Mansion, commanding the Thunder Department. He is the ancestor of the Thunder Court and the source of the Thunder God. While Li Changshi was concerned and asked, "When will the true spirit of the Taoist friend awaken?" Li Changsheng fabricated a time frame. "About a year ago, but I didn't expect the Tai Yin Star Lord to have awakened its true spirit as well." Li Changshi continued to ramble on. "I control the Tai Yin Star. In ancient times, I was hailed as a great power alongside the Demon King of the Eastern Yellow, just a mere illusion. Even if created by a saint, how could it possibly lead me into despair?" He rubbed his forehead and silently commented, "This madman has quite a closed worldview, huh? Fortunately, I'm not an ordinary person. In my previous life, I was also a VIP reader of the prestigious Chidian Literature Network, so in terms of the mundane, I am not inferior to a madman at all." After a moment of contemplation, Li Changsheng spoke up. "What Star Lord said is completely true. Although the saints are very powerful, we are also lords in the immortal world. Even if we cannot directly break this illusion realm, maintaining our composure isn't difficult at all." She immediately denied it. "True King is mistaken. Maintaining composure is only for humans, for me, it's not hard. But the other beings in this world do not have the same strong foundation as you and Te. They have all fallen into the illusion without even realizing it." Li Changshi sighed sadly. Pitiful and tragic. She had no idea he was telling himself. If she has such strong power, then everything she says must be right. Then Li Changsheng curiously asked, "Why did Star Lord fall into the illusion realm?" Li Changshi smiled and explained. "This story is quite long, it relates to the era of change and the shift of dominion. I am the king of the old era, and in the new era, there is no ship that can carry me." Upon hearing those words, he reminded himself, "I must refrain from making sarcastic remarks. Although she is confident, she is indeed not ordinary." So Li Changsheng sighed. "So that's how it is." She still spoke very calmly. "In fact, I have a close relationship with the true king, but my memory has not fully recovered yet. Otherwise, I wouldn't need to explain so much." At that moment, he discovered a significant flaw. Damn it, I chose to follow Li Changshi's fabricated story, otherwise, there would be a loophole. I must align with this big thigh to call it the truth. Thus, Li Changsheng had no choice but to admit. What the Star Lord said is completely correct, my memory has also been restored. He recounted based on the information he already knew. The Star Lord governs Tai Yin Star, which illuminates the celestial realm, and is also a star master on par with Tai Yang Star. Li Changsheng arranged everything logically without any loopholes. The Star Lord, as the king of the old era, holds such power, naturally causing the rulers of the new era to feel uneasy. Li Changshi completely agreed with his opinion. What the true king said makes sense, my overly strong abilities are also one of the reasons. The Star Lord and I are indeed connected by a common illness. The true king, as a Luyu celestial being, is nominally on par with Hao Tian. Li Changsheng's face suddenly changed a little. Are you saying that she means the god Hao Tian? While she continued to speak, but the piece of power is too small, people like Hao Tian who cling to power will definitely not tolerate a true king. He chimed in with Li Changshi, saying, the Star Lord is extremely intelligent, and what she says is completely accurate. But in his heart, Li Changsheng was judging, the more she speaks, the more unreasonable she becomes, yet I can't refute her. I guess I have to go along with her words to hold on to this big thigh. He continued his act. After the investiture war, I ascended as the Nanji Changsheng Great Emperor, overseeing the cycle of life and death, rewarding good and punishing evil, commanding the clouds and rain, slaying demons and subduing evil, and issuing orders to thunder. Li Changsheng, appearing frustrated, spoke up, with the great Tao shining upon the heavens, and descending to rescue the suffering in the abyss, the power is too great, hence there are enemies everywhere. This time falling into the illusion realm, it is truly embarrassing to say that I still do not know who my opponent is. She deduced from the information available. Hao Tian's initial strength was not on par with yours and mine, but after entering the heavenly realm, thanks to a stroke of luck, his strength is only slightly greater than ours. However, it is absolutely impossible for us to fall into the illusion realm without any resistance. I suspect that the Western sect Xuanti Saint has secretly allied with Hao Tian. Li Changshi can conclude that. Thus, we have fallen into the dreamlike world of the Xuanti Saint. Moreover, our opponent may not be just one person. He felt extremely satisfied with the information she just provided. Very good, the worldview of a madman is truly complete, with tight and perfect logic, Li Changsheng seriously discussed with Li Changshi. If it is Xuanti Saint who is making a move, then for you and me to break the illusion realm will not be easy, she spoke to reassure. True king does not need to worry too much. The investiture war has shattered the legend of the immortality and invincibility of the saints. Saints can be poisoned to death, and they can also be killed. Although Dong Huang, Di Jun, and the 12 ancestor witches have failed before, it only proves that their strength was not strong enough. At this moment, Li Changshi confidently asserted. Our army wants to try to challenge Saint to take over the position. He looked at her and forced a smile. This guy is really something, the more twisted he is, the more people dare to think. As a crossover like me, I truly feel ashamed of myself. Li Changsheng humbly spoke up. Star Lord's ambition is immense, I cannot keep up. With 3 people acting together, there must be someone to teach me, I hope Star Lord will guide me more. Li Changshi suddenly felt excited. True king is not bad either. I realized early on that I would face danger, so I made friends with you beforehand and prepared many things. Now that you and I have reunited here, we just need to break through the illusion realm that is so close. He speculated upon hearing this. Could it be that he was already aware of the danger and prepared everything in advance? Why does Li Changshi's voice sound more and more like that? After thinking it over, Li Changsheng straightforwardly asked. I want to ask Star Lord about this, how can we break the illusion realm? She did not hide it at all. This is not difficult, as the ascension to immortality is a rule set by the heavenly Tao. As long as one ascends to immortality within the illusion realm, they can escape this illusion realm and return to the immortal world. After a heartfelt conversation, Li Changshi took the initiative to suggest. True king is a celestial emperor. Although he attained enlightenment after me, both you and I are Deluo, so I cannot insult true king without reason. How about this? I will report back to the sect master. From now on, True King will be addressed as senior sister. I will take on the role of master's representative, and we will be of equal standing. How does that sound? He smiled in agreement and replied. Then let's go with what senior sister says, this matter is not important. Next, Li Changxing clasped his hands together and expressed his gratitude. Then thank you very much, Star Lord. At that moment, Rabbit Demon rushed in, shouting. It's bad, it's bad. Master, haven't you taken your medicine today? She immediately explained. This is a rabbit demon that I have enlightened, it will handle some trivial matters in the Moon Palace on my behalf. You can call it Rabbit Grand Supervisor, but unfortunately, its spiritual intelligence is far inferior to that of the Jade Rabbit in Guanghan Palace, and it still cannot see through the illusion realm, which truly makes True King laugh. He smiled and replied. It's fine, those who understand me speak of my sorrows, while those who do not understand me wonder what I am seeking. These words made Li Changxi have a different perspective on Li Changsheng. True King is indeed a true king, throughout the world, only with you can I truly express my thoughts. Then it urged, taking out the medicine, Master, please take the medicine quickly. This is what Ling Long Fairy instructed. She picked up the medicine and complained, it's just an illusion realm, I can't stand it anymore, so I have to indulge them. True King, don't think I'm really sick. He chimed in with Li Changxi, saying, that's only natural. With no other choice, she swallowed the pill that the rabbit demon brought. Li Changxi suddenly pretended to be confused and asked Li Changsheng, what are you doing sitting here? Seeing his reaction, she burst into laughter, I'm just joking, True King, don't worry, I'm not sick. If we work together, breaking this illusion realm is only a matter of time. The rabbit demon behind them assessed the situation and said, oh no, the master's illness is getting more serious. Half a moment later, outside the Moon Palace, the rabbit demon led Li Changsheng. I will take you to your residence. He gratefully replied, thank you, Rabbit Grand Supervisor. Li Changxing recalled that not long ago, Li Changxi had passed on to him the inheritance golden elixir of the Dao Guang lineage. Then he looked at the card in his hand. She also gave me a black card, saying it was the forbidden card of the Moon Palace. This card can be used to enter the Moon Palace, activate the illusion realm of the Moon Palace, and proceed with cultivation. Li Changxing suddenly remembered Li Changxi's issue. Rabbit Grand Supervisor, her master. It turned around to explain. Her cultivation has encountered problems, the illusion of the Dao Guang lineage is unparalleled in the world. Moreover, the innate talent for cultivating illusion of her master is also known as the best in the world. The rabbit demon explained the reason for her words. But since her illusion far exceeds her master's realm, it has led her to believe that the entire world is just an illusion realm and that she is the only one who sees the truth. He sighed after hearing this. That's hard to say, isn't it? Li Changxing suddenly wondered. So, is the treatment not effective? It continued to elaborate. Well, treatment has always been ongoing. But the master's cultivation is getting higher and higher, so the condition is becoming more serious. He asked, is there a way to help the master? The rabbit demon appeared troubled. If one day you can find a woman more beautiful than the master, then bring her to meet the master, perhaps it could heal her. Li Changxing still didn't understand the issue clearly. Why is that? He sighed sadly. The reason the master believes she is the Tai Yin Star Lord is that she has never seen a woman more beautiful than herself, therefore, she is confident that she is the #1 beauty in the immortal world. At that moment, the rabbit demon suddenly remembered. That's right, why does the master call you the true king? He didn't hide it, saying, I am the reincarnation of the Nanji Changxing Great Emperor, and I am also called the Yuqing True King. He understood Li Changxing's intentions. The master is a madman pretending to be normal, while you are a normal person pretending to be mad. No wonder the master took you as a disciple, with your adaptability, you will probably live longer than the 8 unfortunate ones before you. After hearing this, he was startled and panicked. Live longer than the 8 unfortunate ones before. What does that mean? The rabbit demon bluntly said, do you really think you are the first inner sect disciple of the Dao Guang lineage? Li Changxing immediately denied, of course not. Having received the answer, he continued, but currently you are the only disciple of the Dao Guang lineage, I am not a disciple, I am merely a pet and a butler. He was startled to realize the issue. What the rabbit grand supervisor means is that the disciples entered the sect before me. Li Changxing could not believe the truth. Are they all dead? Indeed, as he said, the rabbit demon confirmed, that's right. Li Changxing became even more curious and pressed it. How did they die? The rabbit demon pointed out the crucial point. The master's cultivation method is too dangerous. She led the disciples to challenge various demon leaders in the demon realm. All the disciples died, but even when alone, she still faced the challenges. Upon saying this, it sighed, this cultivation method is only suitable for a super genius like her. A normal genius would surely die if they practiced it. Moreover, this master has some mental issues, so she often leads the disciples to do dangerous things. He silently assessed this information, and there's also the dangerous aspect. Is leading the disciples to challenge various demon leaders not dangerous enough? The rabbit demon, surprised, spoke up, Li Changxing, I wish you good luck and hope you can live past the age of 30. Li Changxing seriously asked about Li Changxi's condition. Rabbit Grand Supervisor, what will happen if Master's illness continues to worsen? It frowned and recounted, if Master's condition worsens, it means her cultivation will become increasingly higher. Once Master's cultivation becomes unparalleled in the world, she will be an ordinary person, and we will be the crazy ones. The rabbit demon stated the final outcome, this world will be completely transformed by her from reality to illusion, everything she says will become reality. He remained very calm, pondering, based on the previous cooperation between Li Changxi and me, it seems that perhaps this future might be acceptable. While it held its head and lamented, it's too terrifying. Li Changxing suddenly felt excited, after all, I am the Nanji Changxing Great Emperor. This matter is personally verified by the Tai Yin Star Lord, isn't it? It seems that it's not necessarily required to cure Li Changxi's illness, perhaps helping her enhance her cultivation is also an option. After a while of moving, the rabbit demon brought him to a room. We have arrived, Master has granted you the authority now. He pointed inside and said, you can transform this palace into anything you want, and you can also start the illusion realm for cultivation. Moreover, without your consent, neither the Master nor I can enter this palace, and there is no way to know what is happening inside. Li Changxing looked at the scene inside the room and commented, it's rare for an ordinary master to be so generous to a newly arrived inner sect disciple. Is this the advantage of someone with a mental illness? Still, he followed the etiquette and said, thank you for the gift, Master. Thank you, Rabbit Grand Supervisor, for your guidance. The rabbit demon carefully reminded him, regarding cultivation, you can consult the lineage masters or senior brothers from other lineages. But under no circumstances should you listen to the master, because he doesn't want the past to repeat itself. I don't want to build another new grave in the Moon Palace. Li Changxing couldn't believe it, what is this? Is there really a grave here? He was then stunned when the rabbit demon disappeared, Rabbit Grand Supervisor. Then, Li Changxing seemed to realize something unusual and turned his head. He was stunned to see smoke enveloping the entire room. Why is there suddenly so much smoke? This doesn't look good, I should close the door instead. So, Li Changxing hurriedly closed the door, wanting to isolate himself from the outside world. He took out the black card that Li Changxi had given him. Li Changxing examined it thoughtfully. According to Li Changxi, refining this black card can open the illusion realm for cultivation. Suddenly, a strange purple hidden weapon emanated from the card. A large door in the wall began to slowly open, revealing many demon beasts and a cacophony of noise, creating a bizarre scene. He stepped into the area filled with thick smoke. Li Changxing stared blankly at the sight before him. What is this? He looked at the demon beasts right in front of him and remarked, this illusion realm seems a bit too realistic. However, Li Changxing drew his sword, calculating, since I have entered the refined Qi realm, I should be able to condense Qi blood fierce into a blade. It's just that when I was at the Xiandu sect, I basically didn't dare to use it. He stood there unafraid, ready to fight. But in this different world, of course, I have no restrictions. As Li Changxing swung his sword, the blood fiend Qi emanating from him spread throughout the space. He landed heavily on the ground, exuding an incredibly terrifying pressure. He could feel the blood fiend Qi within him growing increasingly potent. I can't let the blood fiend qi continue to rise like this, otherwise, I won't be able to control it when I return to the Xiandu sect, Li Changxing thought as he glanced at the demon beasts in front of him. This is bad, there are too many demon beasts, and I'm surrounded. It seems I can't manage them all anymore. This place is completely a holy land for cultivating demon sect skills. If that's the case, then I'll feel free to kill these monsters. Now, he jumped off the ground and swung his sword at them. It's a pity this place is only an illusion realm. If there were this many monsters in the real world, I might become even stronger. But thankfully, this is just an illusion realm, otherwise, my undercover identity would be exposed. Li Changxing contemplated silently, but regardless of whether it's demonic art or righteous Tao art, if it can lead to becoming a chivalrous hero, it's all a good method. Left or right, it's all an illusion realm. He unleashed a multitude of attacks to eliminate the demon beasts. Then I must make good use of the resources in the illusion realm and continue to cultivate. Li Changxing had only one goal, to continuously refine my skills in killing enemies. Then he surged with evil energy, using his sword to wipe them all out. After 3 time units, Li Changxing landed on the ground soaked in red blood. The refined qi stage has allowed me to cultivate the anomaly of blood river. He glanced at the corpses of the demon beasts around him. This proves that I have killed at least 10,000 lives during the refined qi stage. Once Li Changxing handled everything, he calculated silently, if this place is not the illusion realm, then the anomaly of blood river will have to be sealed when I return to the Xiandu sect. The demon beasts have been completely wiped out, staying in the illusion realm no longer holds any meaning. Time to go back. A moment later, he left the area where the demon beasts were and returned to his own room. Li Changxing was satisfied when he saw the scene in his room upon returning, but suddenly he noticed something unusual within his body. Hidden weapons enveloped Li Changxing's entire body. The blood fierce within me is dispersing. He couldn't believe it, exclaiming, no way, can the cultivation power from the illusion realm be taken outside? At this moment, Li Changxing also realized, wait a minute, why has the merit increased so much? Is saving people in the illusion realm also worth merit? Then he clenched his fist, thinking, what kind of bizarre illusion realm is this? That crazy guy Li Changxi has something off about him. Right now, the progress of cultivating the demonic art far exceeds the progress of training the skills of the Xiandu sect. I need to quickly cultivate the Dao Guang illusion, the core skill of the Dao Guang lineage taught by Li Changxi. The next day, early in the morning, when Li Changxing was seriously practicing outside. At this moment, he was pondering, I've already trained the core skill of the Dao Guang illusion of the Dao Guang lineage to the Accede sect level. Suddenly, the token in Li Changxing's hand emitted a shout, Changxing, come to the scripture hall. The voice continued to echo, an elder is giving the first class for our inside sect disciples. Upon hearing this, he recognized the voice as Li Dao Yan's. Li Changxing openly criticized, this nephew has no talent for cultivation at all. Yesterday in the Great Guiding Qi formation. He can't even attract a bit of merit. So how could he get into the inside sect? I thought the eldest nephew would return to the Li family. When he arrived, Li Dao Yan immediately waved and called, Changxing, over here. Li Changxing suddenly asked curiously, did you manage to attract merit Qi yesterday? He denied it. Li Dao Yan continued to ask, so do you have any physical quality or hidden spiritual roots? Li Dao Yan shook his head and replied, you already know my talent for cultivation, it's quite terrible. Li Changxing remained curious, then how did you get into the inside sect? He raised a finger confidently, I'm not like you. You have to pass the official exam to enter the inside sect, but I'm a special student with a unique area of expertise. Li Changxing suddenly felt interested and asked, what is your area of expertise? Li Dao Yan confidently answered, my specialty is reincarnation. After hearing this, Li Changxing helplessly rubbed his forehead and thought, oh right, Li Changxi is Li Dao Yan's aunt. Li Dao Yan could clearly go straight to the Xiandu sect, yet he still wants to come with us to the exam. Then he quickly sensed something unusual. Why are they looking at us like that? He pointed at himself and explained, maybe it's because we are outstanding that the female disciples admire us, while the male disciples feel inferior to us. Ing Hongyi suddenly burst out laughing, catching Li Changxing's attention. She hurriedly explained, Li uncle, don't misunderstand, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at that guy Li Dao Yen. He asked in confusion, do you know me? Ing Hongyi quickly replied, of course, Uncle is the top in this year's inner sect disciple assessment, while Li Dao Yen is the last ranked disciple in the inner sect, so when the two of you are together, it attracts more attention. Hearing this, he angrily shouted, Ing Hongyi, what do you mean by that? Li Changsheng, seeing the two talking, wondered, do you know each other? Ing Hongyi confirmed, he is from the Li family, and I am from the Ing family, so we know each other, but we are not very close. My mother doesn't allow me to play with fools. Suddenly, a voice from inside called out, come in, all of you. Li Dao Yen, wanting to question her, paused. You. Everyone received the order and immediately lined up to enter the room. By the time they arrived, he was extremely surprised by the scene before him. Li Changsheng was taken aback and thought, so it's a one-armed female monk. He sat down and glanced at Ing Hongyi beside him. Ing Hongyi mentioned that she and Li Dao Yen have known each other since childhood. Perhaps these two come from a prominent cultivation family. Moreover, the Li family and Ing family must have a distinguished reputation in the world. It's just a pity I haven't heard of them before, but looking at the two of them, they both seem eager to befriend me. At that moment, she whispered to Li Changsheng. This scripture elder was once the lineage master of the Yen He lineage in the previous generation. 20 years ago, she encountered the Yu-Old demon of the Heaven Demon sect, but was no match for the Yu-Old demon. Ing Hongyi detailed the past. As a result, she was severely injured and lost an arm. Unless she ascends to the realm of true immortality, she will never be able to recover. After that, she resigned as the lineage master of the Yen He lineage and became a scripture elder here. She hates having others see her broken arm, so please pay attention, senior brother. After listening, he pondered. The Yen He lineage is one of the 8 lineages of Xian Du. The previous lineage master Yen He seems to be even older than Li Changxi, and he even had one arm cut off by the Yu-Old demon. The leader of the demon sect is indeed the great demon leader who acts with heavenly authority. The aura and power of that person command respect and instill fear in everyone. The scripture elder directed her gaze towards Li Changsheng and asked, are you Li Changsheng? He immediately raised his hand in salute to her, I am the disciple Li Changsheng. The scripture elder spoke gently, I have heard that you are the top candidate in this year's inner sect disciple examination. If you have any questions, you can ask me for guidance later. She generously handed Li Changsheng an item, this is my token, with it, you can move freely between the scripture hall and Yen He Peak. He expressed his gratitude, saying, thank you, elder. After speaking, Li Changsheng thought, perhaps the scripture elder knows that I reported the illegitimate child of the Yu-Old demon, which is why she treats me differently. Suddenly, a voice came from the token of scripture elder. Little guy, don't think too much. I have a grudge against Yu-Old demon that cost me an arm. I know about your situation, but I have sworn to Heavenly Tao that I will not tell anyone about it. She spoke seriously. Although Li Changsheng ranks first in this inside sect examination, he has joined the Dao Guang lineage. His network, of course, would not last long. There is a high possibility that next time, he will not be able to win the championship in the inside sect competition anymore. The Xian Du sect does not have many disciples, I hope everyone can support each other instead of being jealous of someone who is about to die. Everyone replied in unison, the disciples understand. He was bewildered after hearing the words of the scripture elder. What is this? Why can't I live long after joining the Dao Guang lineage? And why will I not be able to win the championship in the next inside sect assessment? What do these words mean? Wanting to clarify his doubts, Li Changsheng spoke up, I have the audacity to ask, what do the elder's words mean? She calmly replied, Li Changsheng, your talent surpasses others, I have always valued you highly, but unfortunately, you have joined the Dao Guang lineage. The more she spoke, the more frustrated the scripture elder became. Dao Guang, everyone knows, is the disgrace of the Xian Du sect. If Li Changxi does not recruit more disciples, then the Dao Guang lineage will be erased from the Xian Du sect. He said seriously, Master said that among the Xian Du 8 lineages, Dao Guang is the best. She carefully reminded him, you must be selective when listening to the Master's words, she often speaks unreliable things. The scripture elder revealed important information, if you have already entered the inside sect of Xian Du sect, then cultivation is naturally the top priority. This also encompasses the reason for the decline of the Dao Guang lineage. Proper cultivation is fundamentally very important. In the Ying Kingdom, there is a saying, a tall building rises from the ground, and each brick is the foundation. Li Changxing assessed the information he had just gathered. Ying Kingdom? This is the first time I have heard of this country. Indeed, I need to quickly deepen my understanding of this world. While she was still speaking endlessly, since you have entered the Xian Du sect, and the 8 lineages of Xian Du sect each have their own inheritance, you will certainly not lack cultivation skills. The biggest differences between our Xian Du sect and other immortal sects are that our Xian Du sect has a shortcut, allowing us to quickly improve our realm through this shortcut. Then the scripture elder revealed extremely important information, its merit. She explained in detail, everyone knows that the Xian Du sect is the sect that values merit the most. In our Xian Du sect, those with merit and strength at the top will receive more respect. The information provided by the scripture elder was incredibly useful. Merit is truly miraculous. It can protect us from the invasion of the outer realm heaven demons. It can increase our chances of overcoming heavenly tribulation by 3 or even 5 times. And it will also help our Tao heart to be clear and courageously move forward. She assured them, merit also plays a very important role. When we reach a certain threshold in our cultivation and need to break through, we will consume a certain amount of merit. If we use the special techniques of the Xian Du sect, we can directly break through the barrier. He did not expect this information. Is there really such good news? No wonder I directly ascended to the foundation establishment realm in the Great Guiding Chi formation. I have a golden lotus merit, so I just need to accumulate more merit to hope to reach Yuaning in a year. 3 years for Great Ascension, 5 for Ascended. At that point, the old demon won't be a problem at all. Give me 5 years, don't even mention killing his son, even robbing his wife is nothing I wouldn't dare to do. The scripture elder advised everyone, because we have this useful method at the Xian Du sect, those with unstable minds in cultivation, once they reach this threshold, should get used to using merit for support. After these people take shortcuts, it will be very difficult for them to continue striving in cultivation and they will also lose their Tao heart, becoming mere passers-by on the long road of great Tao without any achievements. They, taught by her, responded in unison, we disciples understand. Currently, Li Changxing secretly scoffed, the scripture elder truly has a narrow vision, is merit really limited? How can I believe that? I can accumulate merit by killing monsters in the illusion realm Moon Palace, as long as my thinking isn't distorted, solutions will always outnumber the problems. The scripture elder continued to teach. Moreover, using merit to break through to a realm has a significant drawback, which is that one's strength will be considerably weaker compared to those at the same realm. Then, she bluntly criticized, take the Li lineage master of the Dao Guang lineage as an example. The Li lineage master began cultivating with merit after breaking through to the golden elixir realm and has since always remained the weakest among the same rank. The disciples she taught before all perished when faced with danger. Therefore, until now, the Dao Guang lineage has yet to have a successor. You should take this as a warning and not go astray. The disciples once again responded in unison, understood. As for him, he pondered, this feeling. Li Changxing frowned as he recognized the aura of Li Changxi. He could affirm, if Li Changxi has come here, then she naturally will not agree with this scripture elder, and moreover, she will definitely reclaim her dignity. I am the only disciple of the Dao Guang lineage, the future Dao partner of Li Changxi, and the sole candidate for the son-in-law of Ling Long Fairy. Then he calculated silently in his heart, my performance today will be seen by Li Changxi and could also be heard by Ling Long Fairy, so I cannot stab Li Changxi in the back. Thus, Li Changxing refuted, Elder, I dare not agree with your words. If I have joined the Dao Guang lineage, then I cannot sit idly by and watch others humiliate my master. I believe the elder's words are somewhat biased. Therefore, Li Changxing refuted, Elder, I cannot agree with your words. If I have joined the Dao Guang lineage, I cannot sit idly by while others humiliate my master. I believe your words are somewhat biased. The scripture elder raised an eyebrow at him, what do you mean? What is there to be ashamed of in speaking the truth? Li Changxing, feeling validated, immediately spoke up, may I ask the elder, how old is my master this year? She replied, 35. He continued to press, I dare to ask further, what are the ages of the other 7 lineage masters this year? The scripture elder answered Li Changxing's question. The current head of the Yan He lineage is the youngest, just turned 100. He followed her words, saying, when my master was 30 years old, he was already one of the 8 strongest lineage masters of the immortal sect, on par with the great powers that have been renowned for over 100 years. Clearly, he is the number 1 genius of the Xiandu sect, even the number 1 genius of this era, so how could there be anything to be ashamed of? Just then, Li Changxi appeared, laughing and praising Li Changxing, well said. The scene shifted to the Moon Palace, a place of picturesque beauty. Li Changxi sat confidently in the main seat and spoke, although I do not care about the opinions of these ordinary people, I am very pleased that my junior brother can speak out for justice on my behalf. However, as rulers of the immortal world, we cannot invest our thoughts in these mortal beings. She carefully reminded, remember, don't do that anymore in the future. Li Changxing firmly said, you can insult me, but you absolutely cannot insult her. Seeing this, Li Changxi couldn't help but speak up, oh, you don't need to be like that, really, it's not necessary. He immediately retorted, no. Li Changxing stubbornly insisted, I have made up my mind, senior sister doesn't need to advise me. After saying this, he thought to himself, experienced men know that when a woman says no, you must listen selectively. If she truly means no, then it's completely impossible. After hearing this, she didn't push him any further. Alright, forget it, it's up to you. Li Changxi suddenly wondered, true king, it seems you acknowledge my cultivation method, right? Li Changxing quickly affirmed, of course, regardless of the origin of senior sister, it fundamentally doesn't matter whether the foundation is solid or not. Speaking solely about the cultivation method, I have never believed that in any world, it needs to be perfect without mistakes. He continued to speak endlessly. Perhaps rapid progress will bring instability to the foundation, but it's just that we are fast enough to ascend, so there are no issues. When I was in the Golden Elixir realm, I not only defeated opponents in the Golden Elixir realm but could also instant kill Yuaning. By the time Yuaning, comes to take revenge, I will probably have achieved divinity. Li Changxing pointed out the anomaly. I see that the problem in senior sister's cultivation method is not that the foundation is unstable, but that many people cannot ascend quickly. Theoretically, as long as one can ascend quickly, one will be invincible forever. She was very pleased and praised, well said, the immortal technique in the world can only be unbreakable if it is fast. As long as I cultivate fast enough, what is an unstable foundation? What does it matter if the weakest of the same rank is nothing at all? The 8 disciples I accepted earlier, if they cannot understand my struggles, only you, true king, are worthy to sit down and discuss the Tao with me, to truly understand my ambition and talent. Now, true king, please take a seat. He respectfully replied, thank you, senior sister. In Li Changxing's heart, he was secretly calculating, although Li Changxi is a mental patient, theoretically, what she says is not wrong. The only hidden danger is the difficulty in achieving merit, but for the Dao Guang lineage, it's not a problem at all, because merit can be easily obtained in the illusion realm. Then Li Changxi seriously said, the core of the rapid progress in the cultivation of our Dao Guang lineage is solely merit. Merit, still merit, but not in the way that the scripture elder thinks. I believe that merit can be easily accumulated. She irritably rubbed her forehead. If the true king goes to the mortal realm, as long as the true king sees injustice and does not spare it, then upon returning, he will have merit all over him. Li Changxi excitedly spoke up, there is too much injustice in this world and countless merits waiting for us to harvest. Her tone changed, it's a pity that only I can do it. Others deceive themselves, fool others, and close their eyes to praise the peace and prosperity, rather than acting with righteousness and earning merit for free. He forced a smile and thought, I understand now, there are too many tigers in this world that cannot be defeated. Others may not dare to fight, but Li Changxi has the backing of the top person, and she herself is quite eccentric. Li Changxing could clearly understand Li Changxi's thoughts, so naturally, he regarded everyone here as worthless. Thus, Li Changxi bravely stepped forward and, with the help of the Ling Long fairy, managed to survive. He seriously analyzed, others may not lack warriors, but they lack the support of the current top person and an unusual brain. Perhaps this is the truth, but I can also follow the path of Li Changxi. Li Changxing concluded, after all, this current top person, although not my biological mother, could still be my mother-in-law. After a moment of reflection, he spoke, anyway, I am Changsheng, the great emperor of Nanji, having witnessed countless dynasties rise and fall in the immortal world, so I naturally understand the intent of my senior sister. Prosperity brings suffering to the common people, and death brings suffering to the common people as well. She looked at Li Changsheng with admiration. True king truly deserves to be called true king, in this whole world, only you and I are in the same realm. He humbly coughed lightly, senior sister, you flatter me too much. Li Changshi sincerely continued, it's not flattery, some words are only useful when spoken to you. My previous 8 disciples had very little understanding of this mundane world. Only you understand me, and only I understand you. True king, I am truly fortunate to have you here. Currently, he was in a state of dependence, awkwardly responding, senior sister, you overstate my worth. She resolutely stood up and said, if true king understands everything, then I don't need to explain some matters. However, regarding merit, you won't accumulate much in the Xian-Du sect. Li Changshi turned to advise, from now on, don't go to the scripture hall anymore, I will focus on teaching you for 3 days. After that, true king, you can go down the mountain to accumulate merit. Li Changxing suddenly felt puzzled, senior sister, can't I accumulate merit in the Daoguang illusion's illusion realm? She immediately confirmed, that's right, but it's not as fast as going down the mountain. After all, it is still an illusion realm, it doesn't resemble the real world much. I still find it hard to understand. Senior sister, I don't understand why the illusion realm can generate merit, Li Changxi explained seriously. Junior brother, do you believe it? In fact, it is not the illusion realm, but the real world. I am the Tai Yin Star General, once I collapse, the worlds I once suppressed will face the apocalypse, Li Changxing asserted confidently. Saving the apocalypse is the way to gain merit. Just then, she laughed and said, I'm just kidding, haha, junior brother, you don't really believe that, do you? He forced a smile and pondered. That's right, I really believe it now. If the illusion realm can cultivate and accumulate merit, then what is the difference between the fictional world and the real world? Li Changxing analyzed everything. The scripture elder and others all believe it is difficult to achieve merit because they do not have the method to open this illusion realm to gain merit. Based on this, could it really be Li Changxi's private secret? Then he felt a bit helpless, it's just that Li Changxi's mental state is still here, perhaps she herself is not clear about it. Li Changxing seemed to remember something and asked, oh right, senior sister, can we really go down the mountain so easily? Li Changxi gently replied, both you and I are great power immortals, learning the teachings in the Xian-Du sect actually means nothing. Seize the time, act righteously, and accumulate merit, that is the true path. He reluctantly complied, saying, I will follow your advice, senior sister. It seemed that Li Changxing could guess, it appears I already know how the 8 senior brothers before me died. He frowned and thought to himself, Li Changxi's way of teaching disciples mainly involves them compensating and dying themselves. Outside, she reminded him of an important issue. True king, your realm is still in the early stage of foundation establishment and is not yet stable. Li Changxi worked hard to reassure him, but it's alright, as long as you advance to the mid-stage of foundation establishment, whether the foundation in the early stage is solid or not won't matter. With your status as a true king, you don't need to worry about stabilizing your foundation, just focus on breaking through. Li Changxing respectfully praised, what you said, senior sister, makes sense. In his heart, he thought, the 8 senior brothers in front of me, you will not die in vain. Li Changxing whispered, senior sister, I just advanced to the foundation establishment stage a day ago. She calmly replied, both your and my actual cultivation are deluo, so cultivating in the illusion realm is just for fun. Do we really have to start all over again? Then Li Changxi handed him a bag, true king, I came to help you cultivate. Li Changxing quickly realized, these are high-grade spirit stones. She stood there explaining, you are the top candidate in this year's Inside Sect Disciple Assessment, and your monthly allowance is 10 high-grade spirit stones. However, currently in the Dao Guang lineage, it's just you and me, so you can freely use the spiritual energy of the entire Dao Guang illusion realm. Li Changxi reminded him of an important issue, breaking through requires favorable conditions and spiritual energy, the rest depends on merit. Junior brother, I think the merit you accumulated before is still not fully utilized. Then she instructed, use it all up, things like merit, if the old is not used up, the new will not come. There's no need to hide anything. Junior brother, use your lightning-fast cultivation speed to make the ordinary people in the Xian-Du sect tremble in fear. He listened to Li Changshi's words and silently vowed, once a character is created, one must play it to the end. Therefore, Li Changxing executed his martial skill. Merit, score points for me. Suddenly, red evil energy appeared, causing him to widen his eyes in surprise. It was like a giant tree continuously expanding its power. Li Changxing sensed something was wrong. Oh no, this evil energy is out of control, how can I explain this? Bing Zibing was killed outright by Li Changxi, simply because he had condensed blood fiend qi. He was extremely worried and thought, what should I do? At that moment, she exclaimed in confusion, Blood River Island Lord. Li Changxi suddenly recalled the information she had heard before. Blood fiend qi condensed into a river symbolizes that the junior brother has killed at least tens of thousands of beings. She didn't doubt Li Changxing too much. That makes sense, after all, the junior brother is the Nanji Changxing Great Emperor, who governs life and death, often punishing the wicked, slaying demons, and commanding thunder. It's only reasonable that he has countless vengeful spirits under his command. Li Changxi innocently reassured him. Junior brother, don't panic. As the great Emperor Nanji Changsheng, you were born bearing an endless blood debt, so this is a normal phenomenon. Li Changxing tried to remain calm and replied, Senior sister, you truly have a discerning eye and can see through everything. If this were someone else in the tavern, they might misunderstand and think I am an infiltrator from the demon sect. She laughed and said, Junior brother, you really are quite the joker. But those ordinary people do indeed lack vision and could easily misunderstand. Let's not mention them anymore. Junior brother, seize the time to break through. He felt extremely satisfied that his secret remained undiscovered. If that's the case, then I won't be polite any longer. Using merit to improve my realm is truly an extraordinary weapon. Then, Li Changxing focused on his training. I can already feel the threshold of the mid-foundation establishment, it's time to break through. Following that, large flames appeared around his body, indicating that the breakthrough process was underway. The pressure that Li Changxing unleashed created a phenomenon that illuminated the entire sky. At this moment, he finally breathed a sigh of relief. I have reached the mid-stage of foundation establishment. The anomaly of Blood River and Merit Qi have finally been controlled. Li Changxi excitedly approached. My prediction was accurate, junior brother. Both you and I are quasi-saints at the Deluo level. Breaking through these mundane realms is as easy as eating and drinking. Now that you are at the mid-stage of foundation establishment, you should take a break. Later, I will help you break through to the late stage of foundation establishment. Li Changxing hurriedly found an excuse. Senior sister, my merit might not be enough. She dismissed his concerns. No need to worry. I am the reincarnation of the Tai Yin Star Lord, so I am not an ordinary person, but rather a normal great elder. I have developed a method to transfer merit. The closer the relationship, the more merit can be given. Since you have acknowledged me as your senior sister, I will naturally help you cultivate. After that, Li Changxi began to prepare the teleportation merit for him. Before starting, he thought to himself, Li Changxi has transferred her own merit into my body. This is the cultivation version of merit transfer. If Li Changxi is not careful, the risk of being swallowed is very high. Li Changxing hardly cared about the consequences she might face. But I am not moved at all. The anomaly of the Blood River can no longer be suppressed. The sudden phenomenon surprised the sect master. The anomaly of the Blood River has someone in the Xian-Du sect practicing demonic arts, quite bold indeed. The third lineage master observed the situation and speculated, it seems that the blood fiend qi was transferred from the illusion realm Daoguang. He couldn't believe the truth. Li Changxi? No, it can't be. Could this be? Meanwhile, he helplessly rubbed his forehead, the undercover identity of the demon sect has been exposed, what should we do? This is truly urgent. A moment later, Li Changxi approached and praised, Junior brother, congratulations. In just one day, you have advanced to the late stage of foundation establishment. It's a pity that you wasted at least half of the merit given to you, otherwise I would really want to push your cultivation straight to the golden elixir stage. Li Changxing looked at her gratefully, "Senior sister, you don't need to be so polite. From now on, I can cultivate on my own. But right now, there might be a bit of a small problem." Li Changxi asked in confusion, "What trouble is it?" He calmly explained, "Senior sister, you know my background. It's no wonder that there are mountains of corpses and seas of blood along the way." She didn't seem to care much about that. This is only natural. The investiture war has engulfed the entire immortal world, even saints have personally taken to the battlefield. Countless great powers from human clans, demon clans, and witch tribes have participated to compete for the 365 supreme positions. Li Changxi explained, "The ultimate victors will only be the 360 true gods and the 5 strongest emperors. Junior brother is one of those 5 emperors, the Nanji Changxing Great Emperor. After being officially conferred as a god, he has ascended to become one in the Luyu Heavenly Court. Junior brother has risked his life to prepare for the great calamity of heaven and earth to ascend to the Heavenly Emperor. If there weren't mountains of corpses and seas of blood corresponding to that, it would truly be strange." Her words made perfect sense, which greatly amused him. "I really enjoy interacting with those who are mentally unstable. Their worldview is very comprehensive and their logic is unbreakable." Then Li Changxing forced a smile and said, "Senior sister, since you know my background, it's only natural that you trust me. But the others in the Xian Du sect are ordinary people who have not seen through the illusion realm, they may not understand my background." He spoke incessantly, "I heard that there is a hidden disciple of the Heaven Demon sect among this group of disciples. I am very worried that someone will take advantage of this issue and misunderstand me as a mole for the Heaven Demon sect." Li Changxi immediately denied it. "How could that be? Junior brother, you are overthinking. You are definitely a good person in the Xian Du sect. Even a fool wouldn't think you are a mole for the Heaven Demon sect." Li Changxing, seeing that she still trusted him, thought, "That's right, I am the one who reported the illegitimate child of the leader of the Heaven Demon sect. If they suspect me of being a spy for the Heaven Demon sect, it would be like praising the old demon as a saint, sacrificing his son for the collective. How could that make sense?" Just then, a shout came from outside the gate. "Changxi, open the door to the Moon sect." He was not too surprised and pondered, indeed, the anomaly of the blood river just now must have alarmed the higher-ups of the Xian Du sect. "I fear I will have to undergo a trial session soon." Li Changxi, seeing Li Changxing worried, reassured him, "Junior brother, don't worry, I'm here. Both of us are invincible in the immortal world, so it's just the illusion realm, it will be fine." He felt more confident as he saw the lineage masters entering. Senior sister is right. The sect master led the way into the Moon Palace with an ugly expression. The 4th lineage master was extremely worried, "It turns out she has indeed led us down a dark path." The 2nd lineage master was astonished, he's already at the late stage of foundation establishment. He quickly realized, blood fierce possesses the body, blood river flows backward. The blood fiend chi just now indeed came from this little guy. Currently, Li Changsheng was not hiding anything and was openly revealing his own blood fiend chi. The sect master, annoyed, pressed for answers, "Tell me, what was that blood river about?" Li Changxi calmly replied, "It's because my junior brother has killed too many people, is there a problem with that?" He couldn't believe it. "Junior brother?" She immediately confirmed. "That's right. I discovered that my junior brother is the reincarnation of the great emperor Nanji Changxing from the upper world, so I took him as my disciple and now I'm here to inform you all." She helplessly asked, "Nanji Changxing, great emperor? What kind of lunatic is this?" He bluntly criticized, "Indeed, if the upper beam is crooked, the lower beam will also be crooked." The 1st lineage master sighed and said, "I was once hopeful about this little guy Li Changxing. Who knew there were both real and fake lunatics?" Meanwhile, the 3rd lineage master speculated, "I think he is an infiltrator sent by the Heaven Demon sect." The sect master, annoyed, questioned, "Li Changxing, do you have anything to explain?" Li Changxing calmly replied, "Dear sect master, I suggest we drag out and execute the one who just said I am an infiltrator sent by the Heaven Demon sect." He did not expect that the young man would dare to say such a thing. "What did you say?" The 1st lineage master was furious, clenching his fist tightly. "Little guy, say that again." He nonchalantly continued, "I propose we should drag out the foolish one who is spouting nonsense and execute him, keeping him here only lowers the standards of the Xian Du sect. Even a pig knows that I am definitely not an infiltrator of the Heaven Demon sect. The master angrily pointed at Li Changsheng. Little guy, do you know who I am? He bluntly criticized, you are nothing but a fool, even less than a dog or pig. Finishing his words, Li Changsheng thought to himself, from the moment I entered, this guy has been looking at me with eyes full of evil energy without bothering to hide it. He calculated in his mind, I don't care who you are, with my current cultivation speed, it won't take long to kill you, so why should I be concerned about someone who's already dead? Then he saw the sect master approaching to remind him, be careful with your words, this is by elder. Li Changxing replied without fear, whether it's by elder or any elder, a fool is still a fool. Hearing this, the elder sighed in frustration, while the first lineage master was shouting, good little guy, I will show you the power of Bai here. Next, he was taken aback when he saw a figure flash by. Li Changxi rushed forward, much to Li Changsheng's astonishment. She was ready to confront him directly. She subtly launched an attack that had taken the life of the first lineage master. However, Li Changxi coldly warned, you almost crossed the line. My junior brother is one of the Lu Yu heavenly court, who are you to question him? Get out of here now. He admired her, thinking, is this the value of thick thighs? In love, in love. Li Changxing couldn't help but be surprised, I really didn't expect Li Changxi to suddenly take action. But what I didn't expect even more was that this sudden act of murder didn't provoke any opposition from others. He silently assessed the reactions of everyone, not only is the sect master smiling without any embarrassment, but half of the others are also quite pleased. The waters of the Xian Du sect, this number one immortal sect of righteous Tao, run very deep. If someone dies here, it's likely that everything will be in vain. The sect master sighed and said, Changxi, what you are doing puts me in a very difficult position. Although your situation is quite special, granted a reprieve from killing by Fairy Ling Long, the person you killed is Elder Bai. Li Changxi spoke without fear, what's the big deal about killing that Bai guy? There's no one in the Bai family who is innocent. Sect master, stop pretending, if you want to laugh, just laugh. If I kill this guy, the one who would be happiest is you. This guy deserves to die, and you are just asking for trouble. Unless you want to take this opportunity to suppress him, pushing him out of the position of the top inner sect disciple of this cohort, so you can elevate your own people. Am I right? She asked irritably, do you really believe that my junior brother is an undercover agent for the Heaven Demon sect? He, upon hearing this, reminded her, Changxi, be careful with your words. I still have complete trust in Changsheng, I just need a reasonable explanation to convince the other disciples in the sect. Li Changxi retorted fiercely, does my junior brother need to explain his actions to others? Even if one day my junior brother goes somewhere and rivers of blood flow, the people he kills are all deserving of death. So what is there to investigate? The third lineage master glared at her and gritted his teeth. You, Changxi. The sect master raised a hand to stop him, the procedure cannot be overlooked. The Bai family will definitely come to the discipline hall to accuse you of murder without cause. For now, during this time, you should not go outside. Li Changxi asked in confusion, is it a house arrest in the Moon Palace? While he silently analyzed, this time the sect master seems to lack the usual imposing presence. After being humiliated, he actually looks quite cheerful when leaving. She noticed Li Changsheng's reaction and became curious. Junior brother, are you curious about the sect master's attitude towards me? Li Changxi immediately explained, the sect master is an old man, but he holds no animosity towards us. He has no doubts about you. He only came here out of formality, the one who truly has ill intentions towards you is that Bai fellow. He couldn't help but feel confused, but I don't know anything about him. She replied nonchalantly, aren't you acquainted with Bai Guanlin? Li Changxing asked in surprise, who is Bai Guanlin? Li Changxi briefly explained, it's nothing, just a useless brat from the Bai family. Before you appeared, Bai Guanlin was almost guaranteed to secure the first position in this year's inner sect disciple assessment. But then you suddenly emerged, stealing all his attention and, more importantly, his resources. Finally, he understood everything. So that's how it is. It turns out that my rapid breakthrough just now, aside from relying on merit, was also partly due to the spirit stones. The resources that the first-ranked inner sect disciple can receive are double those of the second-ranked inner sect disciple. After a brief moment of contemplation, Li Changsheng asked. It seems we are blocking the Bai family's way. Senior sister, is the Bai family really that powerful? She replied with disdain. Not worth mentioning. As long as you cling tightly to the thigh of our mother, their true strength is far inferior to the Li family. You don't need to worry. He felt somewhat reassured and said to himself. That's good to hear. Bai family, Bai Guanlin, I remember now, Li Changsheng suddenly recalled. Right, senior sister, will you face any trouble if you kill Bai elder? Li Changshi quickly denied. No, if I kill someone, it's because heaven wanted that person to die, it's just a formality. In a few days, the sect master will provide evidence proving that he deserves to be killed. Hearing this information, he exclaimed. That's impressive. It seems the rules of the Xian Du sect vary from person to person. Then he saw her affirm. Of course, as long as one has enough strength, even the heavenly laws are just scrap paper, let alone the rules and regulations of the Xian Du sect. In fact, these matters are quite boring, there's no such thing as righteous Tao or evil Tao, only the strong reign supreme. At this moment, Li Changsheng looked at Li Changshi with appreciation. Senior sister is right, junior brother has learned a lot. Senior sister, isn't the relationship between the sect master and the Bai family not very good? After hearing the question, she explained, you see, before the sect master ascended to the throne, the Bai family voted against it. If it weren't for my mother's stubbornness in appointing the sect master, the Xian Du sect would probably belong to the Bai family now. Li Changsheng understood everything and exclaimed, so that's how it is. Then he focused on analyzing, the Xian Du sect is the #1 immortal sect in this world. The sect master of Xian Du sect, if looked at throughout the previous Lam Tin era, would hold a status equivalent to that of the President of the United States. Li Changsheng quickly guessed, the Bai family voting against the sect master means this grudge is even more serious than a grudge over killing a child. He calculated in his heart, looking at the sect master's performance today, even if I were caught red-handed killing someone on the spot, the sect master might still help me hide it. Li Changsheng suddenly broke into a strange smile, very good, I can act to kill now. Transitioning to Master Peak, the sect master's mocking laughter echoed, what a delight. Lineage Master Shen Xiu carefully reminded, senior brother, please restrain yourself a bit. If the Bai family knew you were this happy, it would lead to a heap of troublesome matters. He responded without any fear, the Bai family is nothing. If it weren't for senior sister Ling Long's reputation, would have annihilated them long ago. She assessed the situation, but who said the Bai family isn't the family of senior sister Ling Long? With senior sister Ling Long here, no one dares to touch the Bai family. Bai Guanlin is the youngest son of senior sister Ling Long and is also the next heir wholeheartedly supported by the Bai family. With him here, Li Changsheng will face a lot of dangers. Many will conspire against Li Changsheng to support Bai Guanlin. Today is just the beginning. The sect master sighed after hearing this, what you say is not entirely unreasonable. At the same time, Li Changsheng eagerly pondered, the Bai family, Bai Guanlin, right? It seems that if you don't die next, then I will. Li Changsheng recalled the past, everyone in the Xian Du sect never understood me. In my previous life, I had only worked for 2 years, Due to my skillful communication and good looks, I was almost about to become the son-in-law of the vice mayor of the city where I live. However, an unexpected event occurred when he suddenly crossed over. Nevertheless, Li Changsheng adapted quite quickly. I relied on my strong adaptability and tried to think about whether I should become the son-in-law of a wealthy matron or participate in the examinations of this world. An unexpected event happened when he couldn't find any wealthy matron. As a result, the Heaven Demon sect came, and I was captured by the demon sect. Li Changsheng recalled the past, it took me nearly a year to stand firm in the Heaven Demon sect, but then I was sent to the Xian Du sect. Life always brought me hope, but just when I obtained hope, everything was crushed shortly after. Faced with all the bitter lessons of the past, I found it hard to feel safe. Returning to the present, he thought to himself, especially now that I am at risk of being exposed in the Xian Du sect. My senior sister Li Changshi has a mental issue, and the Bai family has shown clear hostility. Li Changsheng could guess that. Even if I want to let the Bai family off the hook, the Bai family won't spare me. The life of that Bai Guanlin has clearly been arranged by the Bai family. I am just an ordinary person, without any background, and I am blocking Bai Guanlin's path. Therefore, the Bai family will definitely find a way to eliminate me to clear the obstacle for Bai Guanlin. He had no other choice, so I can only be forced to take the initiative. At that moment, Li Dao Yen rushed over. Chang Sheng, Ing Hongyi called out loudly. Little uncle, he reminded softly. Chang Sheng, you have to be careful, the person in white is Bai Guanlin, and he might come here to cause trouble for you, she said quietly. Little uncle, don't confront him directly. While Li Changsheng warily looked at Bai Guanlin across the way, he thought to himself. It seems that what just happened has spread throughout the Xiandu sect. Indeed, there is no such thing as a secret. He walked over and flattered. Little uncle, there was a bit of misunderstanding earlier. After realizing what happened, I kept tossing and turning, and then I came here to apologize to you. Your merit has been recognized by the profound Sovereign Merit Tower. So he must absolutely not be a member of the Heaven Demon sect, it was a misunderstanding by my disciple. He glanced at Bai Guanlin with annoyance. And yet you come here to apologize? A dog that bites doesn't bark. This dog needs to be killed as soon as possible, otherwise, it could become a future disaster. His followers chimed in with derision. Bai young master is indeed too polite. Li Changsheng. Bai young master has already apologized, why haven't you accepted his apology? Bai elder is dead, yet Bai young master still deliberately comes to atone. The Dao Guan lineage is truly overbearing. Bai Guanlin straightforwardly warned, Li Changsheng, you have offended the Bai family, from now on, you will not set foot in the Xiandu sect again. He confidently asserted, Li Changshi won't be able to protect you either. Li Changsheng, unfazed, smiled wickedly. After all, you are still young, I will teach you what it means to be a true film emperor. Moments later, he suddenly spat blood and fell backward. Li Changsheng sat on the ground and questioned, Bai Guanlin, is this what you call an apology? Bai Guanlin quickly explained, it wasn't my doing. Li Dao Yen stepped forward to support him and shouted, Bai Guanlin, a real man dares to act but not to take responsibility. You truly embody the style of a hypocritical gentleman. Ing Hongyi criticized from the side, you put on one face in front of others and another behind their backs. Bai Guanlin, if you don't come down from the mountain to act, it's really disappointing. He awkwardly defended himself, it wasn't me, that guy Li Changsheng was acting on his own. He rushed over and shouted, Bai Guanlin, do you think I'm stupid? How could Changsheng possibly hurt himself? Li Dao Yan's words left Bai Guanlin speechless and unable to refute. She continued to criticize, Bai Guanlin, you let the Dao Protector take action on your behalf, bullying the weak. This has broken the rules of the Xiandu sect. Do you want to go to the discipline hall to be punished? He couldn't hold back any longer and retorted, Ing Hongyi, what nonsense are you talking about? The Dao Protector is not allowed to go up the mountain in the Xiandu sect, this is a hard rule. How could I possibly break the rules? Ing Hongyi thought to himself after hearing this, the spiritual energy of the Xiandu sect is the most dynamic in the world, and the conditions for cultivation are also the best. Therefore, the Xiandu sect does not allow the Dao Protectors of their disciples to stay on the mountain. But after all, Bai Guanlin is the youngest son of the Ling Long fairy. Can the rules of the Xiandu sect really restrain Bai Guanlin? Bai Guanlin asserted, do you all not believe me? Everything I say is completely true. He still responded with disbelief. Knowing others and knowing oneself but not knowing the heart, I see you as a hypocrite, deceiving the world for fame. The strength of Changsheng is very formidable. If it were me, I would have been ambushed and killed by you already. Then, he lost control and tightly grasped Li Dao Yan's collar. Li Dao Yan, you're seeking death. He shouted back angrily. Everyone sees this, Bai Guanlin is threatening me. If anything happens to me, it must be because of Bai Guanlin. Bai Guanlin didn't want things to escalate, so he reluctantly loosened his grip on Li Dao Yan's collar and gritted his teeth, you. Li Changsheng observed this and thought to himself, it is normal for young people who have never encountered such situations to lose control of their emotions. However, the ability to control emotions in a timely manner means that this person has great potential to become an old coin, implying a role as a monarch. Indeed, it cannot be retained. He realized that staying any longer was not a good idea, so he turned away. Forget it, if everyone has their own opinion, then let's report to the discipline hall and ask the discipline elder to preside over justice. He knew Bai Guanlin's intentions very well. Who doesn't know your background? Will the discipline hall enforce the law fairly? Ing Hongyi hit his hand from behind, and Li Dao Yen reminded him, watch your words. He immediately retorted, it is indeed the case, clearly, this matter was instigated by Bai Guanlin. As he raised his hand to command, go invite the law enforcement elder from the discipline hall here. The subordinate accompanying Bai Guanlin complied, understood. He wiped the blood from his mouth and transmitted a sound, who is the law enforcement elder of the discipline hall? She answered Li Changxing's question, they are a person of the sect master, but the law enforcement elder of the discipline hall has always enforced the law fairly. From that information, he analyzed, a person of the monarch is enough. Ing Hongyi probably also saw through the truth, but it didn't matter. A moment later, he respectfully led the law enforcement elder in. Law enforcement elder, please follow me this way. He acted with proper decorum, I ask the elder to uphold justice for me. The elder angrily shouted, you are speaking nonsense, I enforce the law fairly, without personal feelings. Someone has already come to request that I show you leniency. Bai Guanlin smiled with satisfaction, then I appreciate the elder's efforts. The law enforcement elder warned loudly, however, if the punishment is light and there is no severe warning, you may make an even greater mistake than Bai Guanlin in the future. From this moment on, you must confine yourself in the cultivation cave for 3 days to reflect and set an example for others. If you repeat the offense, you will face severe consequences. He anxiously exclaimed, Elder, I am wronged. The elder glared angrily, impudent. The wounds on Li Changsheng are clearly visible. You are committing a serious offense, questioning my integrity. Bai Guanlin's face darkened as he muttered, I refuse to accept this. The law enforcement elder drew his weapon and continued, this is not something you can simply dismiss. In an instant, his body was tightly bound and unable to move. Just like that, he dragged Bai Guanlin, who was causing a ruckus, away to prepare for punishment. The others from his faction noticed the situation was not good and reminded each other. Let's go. Li Dao Yen, seeing this, cheerfully said. The law enforcement elder is wise and fair. Later, I will gift him a silk door. Meanwhile, Ing Hongyi, curious from behind, asked. Little uncle, why is the law enforcement elder helping us? Can you explain it to me? Li Changxing appeared to understand everything and replied. I realized something a long time ago. Li Changxing analyzed the situation here. The Xiandu sect, being the #1 immortal sect in this world, has very strict rules. But after all, I had a stable job for 2 years in my previous life. He recalled what had just happened. Li Changxi killed a member of the Bai family in front of the sect master. The sect master was not only not angry but also happy. This allows me to understand the sect master's stance. Currently, Li Changsheng was very confident. Now that I have expressed my hostile attitude towards the Bai family, I don't believe the sect master will refuse my reliance on him. The sect master hopes someone will deal with the Bai family. As for me, I am the proactive one, so the sect master will definitely protect me. This is the unspoken understanding of mutual benefit. Anyway, Bai Guanlin is still very young, but he has excellent reincarnation skills, so he shouldn't be underestimated. So he called out, Miss Ing. Ing Hongyi smiled and replied, Little uncle, don't tease me, just call me Hongyi. Li Changsheng also responded casually. Alright, from now on, you can just call me by my name, no need to call me little uncle anymore. We can just talk normally. Hongyi, I feel that you and Bai Guanlin don't seem to get along very well. He could sense the hostility between them. The two of them are indeed quite discordant. The Ying family and the Bai family have a deep-seated blood feud. Moreover, in this year's Inside Sect Disciple examination, you ranked first, Bai Guanlin ranked second, and Ing Hongyi ranked third. It would be strange if they could deal with us. Li Changsheng also understood everything clearly. So that's how it is. Everyone knows that it's hard for the first and second ranks to get along, but actually, the second and third ranks don't get along either. Very good, talents that can be utilized. After thinking for a while, he asked. I would like to trouble Hongyi with a task. Hongyi generously replied. Just tell me, as long as it's within my ability, I will definitely help. Li Changxing straightforwardly said. Could you give me the list of those who just left with Bai Guanlin? She quickly responded. That's not difficult at all, why do you want this? He explained the reason for his question. To see if it's possible to turn enemies into friends. After saying this, Li Changxing thought to himself. That would be strange. Today, these people and Bai Guanlin have all lost face, who knows if someone will resent me for that. In the world of cultivating immortals, every step is frightening. These people must be eliminated, only the dead can truly put one's mind at ease. Hongyi informed Li Changxing about them. These people are not hard to deal with, there are only 4 of them who are inside the sect, and their cultivation has just reached the early stage of foundation establishment. Most of their families have relied on the Bai family since they were still down the mountain, and some have even come up the mountain to cling to Bai Guanlin. Then she handed him a roll of paper. It will be very difficult to befriend these people. Changsheng, you must know that the conflict between you and them is basically irreconcilable. This list is for you. After hearing this, he became even more intrigued. Another reason to kill someone, then. However, I was indeed right about Hongyi. Although both come from prestigious families, Li Daoyan is clearly a spoiled child, while Hongyi is a true elite of a noble family. Thus, Li Changxing expressed his gratitude. Hongyi, I owe you a favor. Hongyi politely replied, it's just a simple matter. If there's nothing else, I will go cultivate now. He clasped his hands in farewell. All right. The scene shifts to Yanhe Peak, where the scenery is picturesque. The river flows among the large and small houses, creating a beautiful landscape. Li Changxing looked at the token in his hand and thought, in the past, Scripture Elder gave me this token. With this token, I can move freely in Scripture Hall and Yanhe Peak. He then took out another item. And this is Bai Guanlin's sound transmission talisman. Previously, when Bai Guanlin wasn't paying attention, I used an illusion and some tricks to replace his sound transmission talisman. Li Changxing suddenly remembered the evening he debated with Bai Guanlin. The sound transmission talisman in this world is somewhat similar to the WeChat account of Lam Tin. There may be fixed contacts. Almost everyone in Hongye's list is included in Bai Guanlin's sound transmission talisman. He clearly knew the origins of the people in the Xiandu sect. Moreover, including Bai Guanlin, most of the people in this sound transmission talisman come from Yanhe Peak. Not only that, Li Daoyan is also a disciple of Yanhe Peak. Then, Li Changxing couldn't help but wonder, is Yanhe Peak the territory of the aristocratic disciples? Just then, the item in his hand displayed his image, making him delighted. The token of the Scripture Elder has lit up. Great, Bai Guanlin has come down the mountain, I should start acting now. The illusion of the Dao Guang lineage has finally been effective, first, strike, then hunt the tiger. The scene shifted to 10 minutes earlier, in Bai Guanlin's room. Bai Guanlin stared at the piece of paper in his hand. I only discovered this paper on my person after I returned to my room. He read the information on it. I am an undercover disciple of the Heaven Demon sect within the Xiandu sect. I want to leave the darkness for the light, but I worry that the Xiandu sect will not tolerate it. If Bai Young Master is willing to protect me, then I can help you frame Li Changsheng as an undercover agent of the Heaven Demon sect. Bai Guanlin's brows gradually furrowed tightly. Moreover, I have evidence of the secret collusion between the sect master and the higher-ups of the Heaven Demon sect. The final piece of information on the paper was, if Bai Young Master is sincere, you can come down from the mountain to talk at Qingfang Inn. I won't meet you until the hour of the rat. Remember to come alone, or I will not appear. At this moment, he could confirm, there must be undercover agents of the Heaven Demon sect within the Xiandu sect, but I cannot be sure if this paper was left by the other party. Bai Guanlin clenched the paper tightly in his hand. Moreover, I am currently under house arrest. If anyone finds me at the foot of the mountain, I will definitely be punished twice as much. Then he angrily threw what was in his hand to the ground and shouted, house arrest my ass. I am wronged here. Can these damn rules really restrict me? At this moment, Bai Guanlin silently analyzed the situation. If this is truly a letter sent by an undercover agent of the Heaven Demon sect, then missing this opportunity would be irretrievable. And if it is real, then the Bai family has a significant initiative, even having the hope of overthrowing the sect master, not to mention that detestable Li Changsheng. Even if it's fake, I still have people protecting me at the foot of the mountain, so I am very safe. Finally, he decisively went outside. No need to hesitate any longer, let's head down the mountain. Li Changsheng was pleased when the plan succeeded. Just as predicted, Bai Guanlin has fallen into the trap. As soon as he left, I sneaked in, continuing to execute the plan in his guise. He disguised himself as him and ordered. Everyone, hurry to my room. In his heart, Li Changsheng calculated. Having them come one by one is troublesome, it's better to eliminate them all at once to reduce complications. Du Xiaojiao hesitantly spoke up. By senior brother, aren't you under house arrest? Coming to your place would be breaking the rules. He then disdainfully replied. What are rules? Can they really bind me? A moment later, under Li Changsheng's command, she and everyone quickly arrived. Senior brother, we are here, she said, surprising him with their actions. Bai Guanlin just called out, and these people disregarded the rules and rushed over here. However, Li Changsheng cautiously glanced at Du Xiaojiao, who was approaching closely. The threat from the Bai family seems stronger than I thought. The more it is like this, the less Bai Guanlin and this group can be kept. While she coquettishly asked, by senior brother, how did you break the restriction set by the discipline elder? He quickly recognized Du Xiaojiao. Then Li Changsheng happily explained, I naturally have the divine weapon granted by my family. He inferred her relationship with Bai Guanlin. The Du family at the foot of the mountain is a vassal family of the Bai family. Du Xiaojiao grew up alongside Bai Guanlin. The two have an engagement, and when Bai Guanlin officially holds the grand wedding, Du Xiaojiao will naturally become Bai Guanlin's concubine. Li Changsheng, while having his legs massaged, silently contemplated. Is it really the second peak of the immortal realm? Future prospects, marriage, magic weapons, the path to ascension, so many things have been arranged since Bai Guanlin was born. I am absolutely an accident in life. Bai Guanlin and the Bai family will not allow such an unexpected event to happen. Therefore, I can only let the Bai family face unexpected issues first. At this moment, Du Xiaojiao gently spoke, Bai senior brother is indeed impressive. It's all that Li Changsheng's fault, he dared to set a trap to harm you, he is despicable. Bai senior brother, don't worry, Li Changsheng won't stay on the mountain forever. When he comes down, I will have the family servants kill him. Meanwhile, he continued his act, the reason I called everyone here is to discuss the matter of Li Changsheng. This little guy is very scheming, and he has the support of Li Changshi and the sect master. Now he even dares to set traps to harm me. If a few years pass, I don't know what else he will do, so I must strike first. Nanqing Tian immediately reassured him, by senior brother, don't worry, it's not convenient to act on the mountain. Once he comes down, Li Changsheng alone won't cause any storms. The girl with purple hair agreed, you're right, there are strict rules on the mountain, and they basically won't allow us to harm him. We must find a way to lure him down the mountain. As long as Li Changsheng goes down, he will have no choice but to surrender and be captured. The brown-haired woman shared the same thought. That's right, let's place an order with the Assassin Alliance. Things that can be resolved with spirit stones don't require us to handle them ourselves. After listening to their conversation, Li Changsheng pondered. These people seem to have backgrounds, some have money. There are indeed too many ways to deal with ordinary folks like us. We absolutely cannot let them come down the mountain. The area below is their territory, while the area above is ours. So he smiled and instructed, everyone, please sit down first. I have prepared some spiritual fruit and spirit wine. We can eat and chat at the same time. They sat down at the table and spoke in unison, thank you, by senior brother. Li Changsheng raised his glass while contemplating. A good elder brother should not be stingy with his younger brothers and must never be petty. Even small favors should not be lacking. If Bai Guanlin has this level, then I am much better than him. After a moment, she said dizzily, oh, the spirit wine today has a higher alcohol content, which makes me feel a bit dizzy. His face turned bright red. I feel the same, a bit sleepy. Du Xiaojiao also found it puzzling and asked, by senior brother, did you drink the true spirit wine that our family offered? It feels completely different from the spirit wine I have had before. He did not avoid the question and replied, Chu junior sister is right, this is the true offering from the Bai family. The spiritual energy inside is much purer than the previous spirit wine. If you all feel sleepy, don't try to fight it. When you wake up, your cultivation will advance by a small realm. The brown-haired woman had no doubts at all. Thank you, by senior brother, the purple-haired girl praised. By senior brother is really great. The young man could no longer hold back, by senior brother, sorry for the interruption, but I can't stand it anymore, I need to sleep for a while. Li Changxing took advantage of the moment while they were sound asleep and took out his sword to eliminate all, sleep well.